Welcome to Long Finance's Symposium, Measuring Up Cities. My Lord Mayor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it really is a privilege to welcome you to one of the high points of the Gresham academic year, our Lord Mayor's lecture. As president of Gresham College, the Lord Mayor has a special place in our community, and the annual special lecture is an opportunity to advance the intellectual life of the city. Today, the Lord Mayor has reinforced the intellectual advance by combining the lecture with a symposium under our Long Finance series. As most of you know, Long Finance began in 2005 when we started asking questions related to when would we know our financial system is working. We now have 4 major programs: Meta-Commerce, exploring the network of questions which need to be answered; The Eternal Coin, examining the fundamental nature of money; London Accord, researching environmental, social, and governance issues; and Financial Centre Futures, probing the way we'll work in years to come. Understanding cities and making decisions about their futures is crucial. Marx and Engels referred to the idiocy or isolation of rural life. However, while we persist in dreaming of bucolic rural life and urban utopia, cities can equally be nightmares of dark alleys, filth, squalor, disease, poverty, and crime. Mogadishu, Somalia, and Medellin, Colombia, are in similar population categories, between 1 and 2 million. Mogadishu is a stark reminder of what can happen to a city of over 1 million when basic infrastructure and services and governance break down. On the other hand, Medellin's population of 2 million has moved from violent dystopia to a place where urban planners actually go to seek new ideas. In stark contrast to a century ago, since 2000, over half of the world now lives in cities. The UN estimates that by 2050, 75% of the then 9 billion people on the planet will be living in cities. We must face up to the fact that the future is urban. In defining cities, I would paraphrase the US bank robber Willie Sutton. For my definition, in the 21st century, it's where the people live. But how should we compare or measure Los Angeles with Rio de Janeiro, or Manchester with Mumbai? How can we master the future of our cities if we can't measure them? Inspired by the Lord Mayor, in November last year, Long Finance began a Financing Tomorrow's Cities project. Our aim is simple: to discuss and encourage the development of innovative financing mechanisms, risk management products, and engineering solutions for tomorrow's sustainable cities. We hope to develop a toolkit of relevant methods cities can deploy to face the challenges ahead. We are advancing primarily through research and online discussions. Already, there are almost 30 reports from banks, engineering firms, law firms, insurers, universities, and others on the future financing of cities. There's a vibrant set of online discussions on several topics, which everyone is welcome to join. Today's symposium continues that discussion. We begin with the Lord Mayor's address on tomorrow's cities. As an energy lawyer, our Lord Mayor is an expert on many aspects of cities and their infrastructure. Being Lord Mayor is, as you know, a busy job with over 800 speeches per annum. But today's speech, I think, is the longest of her year. But before you sag in despair, it's sadly only 30 minutes. The Lord Mayor has several further engagements today, including one with the General, and is sorry she cannot stay for the full discussion. We are delighted, though, with the time and consideration she has already given to this important topic, and I have no doubt that she will spark much further thought and debate for this afternoon. Now, no London Symposium on cities would be complete without 2 essential ingredients. The first essential ingredient is Professor Tony Travers of the London School of Economics, my alma mater, who will explore the challenges of measurement and competition. And after the break, we have 3 thought-provoking short talks. The first is by Dr. Laura Davison, Head of Research at the world's most difficult to measure city, the City of London. Second, I'd like to turn to Dr. Hye-Jin Yoon. Professor Jeffrey West at the Santa Fe Institute asks, why are large cities faster? The Boltzmann Constant relates particle energy to temperature of a gas. Is there a Boltzmann Constant linking the energy consumption of a city to its social temperature or its pulse rate? And so we're delighted that the physicist Dr. Hye-Jin Yoon, who is now a senior research fellow of the Institute for New Economic Thinking at the University of Oxford, as well as a research fellow at the Santa Fe Institute, is here to present the science. She will be followed by Martin Houghton, who, with the City of London Corporation, has just released some fascinating work on the lives and deaths of firms and cities, some of which will be available on your way out. And then we move to our panel, where, in traditional long finance style, we hold an open discussion with you, the audience. Short biographies of all the panelists are part of the information pack you received on the way in. Sometimes, in all the bustle of cities, we feel left out. As Petula Clark popularized, cities make us wonder what's downtown. What's going on in cities? As emeritus professor of commerce at Gresham, one way to measure cities for me is by their commerce. Dominic Mancini was an Italian clerical visitor, perhaps also a spy, who came to London from 1542 to 1483 during the reign of Richard III. Regarding London, he said, "There are in the town many other populous quarters with numerous trades. For whatever there is in the city, it all belongs to craftsmen and merchants." But cities are not just commercial entities. For me, cities are about three things: commerce, community, and charity. So the second essential ingredient on any symposium on cities is a quote from the doyenne of the subject, Jane Jacobs. Cities have the capability of providing something for everybody only because and only when they are created by everybody. So today we get to explore how we might measure commerce, community, and charity. If we can get the measure of our cities, then we can create the cities that we need and that we want. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present the Right Honourable, the Lord Mayor, Alderman Fiona Woolf, CBE, to open our proceedings with tomorrow's cities. Thank you.